Hey, what's up guys? This video is all about what kind of gear I have chose to use in the end of 2022, and this is the gear which I'll take with me to 2023. So first things first, this is the iFlight backpack for FPV. It can take everything that I want in just one bag. So I have here two drones hanging, and if you open it, one thing that I don't like about this bag comparing to Torval bags is that this is opening from this side, and if it would have been opening from this side, this piece would have been lying down on the chair, but now it's kind of hanging in the air. So in here I have another drone, and I have my my mobile phone charger, my laptop charger, and multi-purpose charger. There I have a GoPro box, goggles, camera lens, and charger, and radio, and battery safety bag filled with batteries. Inside here I have my laptop, and I have my hard drives in there. There's a drone which is not fit in my bag because it comes with its own case. So let me explain about the drones that I use in really quick, and why I use them, and why I chose these drones, even though I had used plenty of drones during my FPV career. So I have been building a lot of drones for people. I know I have tested so many different drones, and I know exactly why I need this drone and not the other one. So when this model was released in India, it was a choice in between this Cinelog 35 Japar C or Protect 35. So I had the Protect 35 with me before, and it flies amazing. It has really good power, but the frame itself is very heavy. I'm a professional pilot right now, so I don't need that extra steadiness in the prop guards that Protect can offer. I have gone for this frame because I basically need these prop guards only to calm people down if I'm flying around them, that I'm not going to cut them into pieces. That's the only reason I need these prop guards. Otherwise I don't crash in this drone, but I do crash in other drones, and this is used only for professional use. And also this is a Cinewoop 3.5 inch that can carry a full GoPro 10 and my big 6S batteries, 1300, 1200, 1100 milliamp hours, and also it can carry a digital setup. So that's it about this drone, and let's go to the next one. Our next drone in my list is custom built Apex clone frame. This is a clone frame, and it is exact copy of the original frame. I could afford original frame before, but I purposely did not buy it because I have tested both the original and the clone. I am absolutely sure that you will not find any difference in these two frames, the clone and original, because the weight wise they are absolutely same. The only thing is these motor wire guards which comes with the clone is very poor quality, but you can always get original motor wire guards from RC Mumbai, and that fits so perfect to this frame because it's a one-to-one copy. There's absolutely no difference. And this is my professional use 5-inch FPV drone. I can sometimes take it to my flying session, practice session, but I try my best not to crash it. And also I have tried my best to save as much weight as possible in this drone because I like when my drones is fast and can change the directions immediately, and it will not be pulled by the heavy weight. However, I'm not using Vista here because of one reason. I am using this drone around construction. 2 antennas is always best for this kind of scenario of flying. Also, I have installed a GPS here because I am flying this drone in the woods a lot, especially when we are shooting short movies, and a lot of Indian short movies is happening in the woods or in the nature. Also, it's using a crossfire antenna, and this antenna has been taken a lot of beatings. Don't worry about that, it has absolutely 100% signal quality. I don't use skids because they add up a lot of weight. I use just this soft landing pads. Also, I use these straps not for the design and style, but because they're the most lightest weight you can get, which can hold your battery. About the motors, this is Hex Omagard Hex motors. They're not available anywhere in India, as I know, but I would not even recommend these motors like it's a must-have motors. It's nice motors, but it's nothing special, I would say. So even if you get a normal T motors, they will perform the same way like this motors. There's nothing special in this, and the rest things you can get in India. Also, as you can see, I'm not using a rubber pad for the battery because of course saving weight. That is adding crazy weight, like I think around 12 grams, and I'm using only 2 screws per motor. That's it about this drone. Let's go to the next one. This is my recent build, and this is a racing drone. Even though it's digital and I'm not using it for racing really, but I was required this drone just for the single purpose that I'm chasing a lot of fast vehicles like Lamborghini and Hayabusas, so they're damn fast, and we definitely need a fast drone for this. My previous drone, which is Apex, that cannot hold such high speeds. So for that reason I have built this super light racing digital FPV drone, and it has a naked Vista inside, and it flies amazing. It is 1900 kV motors, 6S. It's a Zing, and it's a very high kV motors for this. It's basically made for racing. I am planning to start racing soon, but of course I need an analog setup for that, and I'm willing to get some nice analog goggles, but this is not the time yet for me. 3D print is designed by my very good friend Chirag. I have told him that I want to make it as lightweight as possible, and I want a design on the plate which can make 2 functions and maybe even 3 functions. One is reducing the weight, and second one is for design beauty, and the third one, as you can see, there's a cutouts for the antenna. So I wanted to pull my zip tie through that cutout, and I think it came out perfectly well for this kind of frame and drone. I think this is TBS Source 2, and as you can see, I'm tying the antenna directly to the body, and I'm getting a good reception even though it is not in angle, because the drone flies almost at this angle, so antenna is most of the time having a good omnidirectional signal distribution. And I'm not using Immortal T because it's extra weight. I'm just using this normal TBS antenna. This is Ethics P4 probes. I love them. They're very nice, they're very fast, and the stopping power is amazing. Angle of this camera is 35 degrees, so you basically cannot fly this drone slow, and it's only for chasing fast vehicles. The stack is Zeus 48 amps because I'm going to use a very high power batteries. It has to survive very crazy punches on this drone. Let's go to the next one. Next drone here is Diaton. This is a Taycan 2.5 inch. You might have seen it in previous videos, and this is analog drone. A very nice and very stable drone for use. It's a 2.5 inch. What I like about this drone is that it has a protection, like kind of a sponge type of protection, and if you're professional enough, you can even remove that and reduce weight and fly it as it is. Also, it comes with a very nice VTX. I think it's 600 milliwatt power, and it can carry a naked GoPro or GoPro 6, but I don't think it can carry a GoPro 10 because it's over heavy. Also, it has a spare ducts here in case if you break, but it comes in multicolor, and it comes with an antenna. You can see it there inside, and it has a spare tools and manual and everything that you need, even some spare propellers and spare antennas and all. Yeah, so this set is crazy good. Also, it can carry DJI Action 2 and small cameras like this. Next is goggles. The goggles that I use. I think I have made more videos when I use Cobra X than these goggles. So many people are thinking that I am using a Cobra X as my daily driver, but that's not true. I don't even have one. I would definitely recommend that goggles, V2 X, but for myself I'm using digital only because simply digital is better than analog, and that is true, and everyone who use digital, they know it, but not for racing, of course. But who cares, we are not doing racing here. And for goggles antennas, I'm using iFlight omnidirectional stubbies. Why I use them is not because they're the best, but because they're one of the smallest antennas that I could find when I was buying it. Of course, through RC antennas, stubbies will be better than this, but I was not able to find it before, and now it's too late. And next is Lumineer patch antennas. I would really recommend these antennas. It's amazing. I was going crazy distances without losing any of the signal, and it was 50 Mbps all the time. I would really recommend this patch antenna. what I cannot say about this stubbies. And also I can recommend this faceplate. It's very soft. I would never ever recommend a fat strap because it holds only 2 points in 2 points, which is here and here, and your goggles weight goes all the way on your nose. So this top strap is compulsory to have if you don't want to strain your nose, and it gives a nice amazing support on top of your head. And yeah, believe me, I used a fat strap before. Also, I'm using a memory card all the time in my goggles because it's a very useful thing. It's almost compulsory to have. And in case if you are worried that your memory card will get filled up fast, you can switch on option in your goggles to overwrite the old footage with the new footage once it gets filled. And that's it about the goggles. For the radio, I'm using Tango 2 Pro. This has been purchased long time ago, so it has a gray screen, when the new models actually is getting a black screen. And also I have replaced the stick ends, and because I am a thumb user, I am using right now the Lotus type because it's the best for the grip of the thumb. And as you can see, the thumb will not slip even if it goes on the side of it. Also, as you can see, the stick ends is foldable and it is damaging the radio. This is not my radio damaged right there, it is a sticker. I have put a plain black sticker on top of it just not to damage it. It never ever fail safes, it's never giving up on me. And I'm using it with different kind of modules, but this radio is simply amazing. It has a full stick and it is very sensitive for all gimbals. Disadvantages of this radio is one, which is I would like to have, I mean maybe there is two disadvantages. First one is I would like to have a metal sticks, metal gimbals, like CNC card gimbals from aluminum, because a plastic is always plastic, it will never be as good as metal. And the second disadvantage is if you are using a high power modules here, this radio is not enough to provide very high power for your modules, so you need to add additional board like BEC board inside the radio in order for your ELRS 1 watt to work with a full power. That's it about this radio. Everybody knows about Tango, so there's nothing much to say about it. Next is charger, battery charger. This is one of the best chargers I ever used. It's of course it's not as good as some top end HOTA chargers, but still it's HOTA and it's cheap. It's around 6,500 rupees when I was buying it. Right now I don't know. And it takes power from AC and as well as DC. So that means you don't need to buy any power supply for this. It will charge your packs extremely fast, and you don't need external power supply for it. For the batteries, I am using 1200 milliamp hour 6S Pisa. I definitely cannot recommend this battery because it's behaving weird. It's a new pack, like comparatively new, and it's even when it was brand new, it goes like from 22 volts, it can go directly to 20. Like when you're flying with a hardcore freestyle or something, your battery might suddenly give up on you and go below 3.5 per cell. That is very unfortunate, and this is happening only with this battery. I don't know why is it happening like that, but overall performance is okay, and flight time also is okay. This is my oldest but one of the most favorite batteries, Ovonic 1300 milliamp hours 100C. This battery is crazy old, maybe almost 3 years old, but still it performs amazingly great. And even though internal resistance is going high right now, but it can still hold the charge. But yeah, of course it's giving up now because it's been almost 3 years right now. So this is definitely a recommended battery. CNHL Black, also one of my oldest packs, but 100% I can recommend this. It's 1100 milliamp hours, and it's CNHL Black version. Comparing to Pizza, this one doesn't do all that behavior, and it can hold your charge from the beginning till the end without sudden drops. And internal resistance is gone high right now. It's almost been 2 years I'm using this, but still it is performing very well, and I can definitely recommend this. I don't know, nobody in India sells 1100 milliamp hours anymore, but I feel this is the best option for freestyle because you can do a lot of tricks, a lot more tricks when your quad is lighter weight than usual. Next is Dogcom 1350 milliamp hours. It's one of the most expensive batteries that I have used, and it is one of the most powerful batteries because all those batteries was 120 and 100C, but this one is 150C, which is crazy. I think it's used mainly for racing, and I bought it only for my racing quad because I need to give that punches without sagging my battery like a crazy. So yeah, I am not used this battery much, but I can say yeah, it can survive your crazy punches and crazy things done to the quad, but it is absolutely not necessary for you if you are not racing. It's not necessary at all. If you're planning to throttle your quad till 100% for a long time and for many times, then yeah, definitely you can go for this battery. But as I said, it's very expensive, and I have no idea how about other people, but it can hold the charge also for a longer time than the normal batteries when using a racing drone. Next is this tiny 4S battery. It's for that Taycan 2.5 inch drone. I'm using this because that drone is 4S rated and I needed a 4S. This is 850 milliamp hours. It doesn't have any branding logos or anything. It's because that's because I have made this battery by myself. I just bought 4 individual 850 milliamp hour cells. I have bought it from India Mart. I have just contacted some random company and just bought it from them. I don't know what packs is this, how many C it is, but it performs very well and it can fly for around 7.5 to 8 minutes in the Diaton Taycan without a camera, of course. And yeah, I'm impressed how it came out. It came out very well. That's it about the batteries. For cameras, I'm using a DJI Action 2 and GoPro 10. DJI Action 2 is only used to chase super fast vehicles because it's a lower weight and makes your drone to be more agile, I would say. So as you can see, this camera got a pretty much heavy beatings on it. Yeah, so it has damage in all the corners. I have put a tempered glass protection on it, and as well as in the front as well as in the back. And yeah, this camera is my daily driver. If I want to record anything quickly and fast, I'm using this camera, but I can 100% say it's not enough for professional use at all. You need a GoPro 10, maybe 9 or 10 or above for professional use. Speaking of GoPro, here's the GoPro. This is my GoPro 10, and even this camera has taken quite a beatings, as you can see. Yeah, I have crashed it many times, and it had a protection before in the front, and it still has at the back, and maybe that has saved the camera before. Yeah, I recommend to install protection on your cameras always. Also, I don't recommend charging your batteries, GoPro batteries, inside the GoPro, because I think that is not a good thing to do, because GoPro is charging it first of all very slow, and second is it's overheating. So you can get a case like this to charge 3 packs at once, and it's pretty cheap in Amazon. Also, it can hold one SD card inside, and it's just one single USB port, and this 3 indicator will show how much is your battery charge. Enjoy the new year, guys, 2023. Wish you all the best, and see you in the next video.
Katrina, how the drone is flying?
What?
Look how the drone is flying. Hi.
Hi.
The moon is always there to keep our love alight.